Since we lost the pharmacy across the street, a lot of our employees used to walk over there and get snacks and stuff during the day. So we had one right here in the courthouse. So I think that'd be a good idea. We have a Coke machine down there, so we just stuff like that. But is that anything we really need to vote on and approve?
The name of the business actually is A1 Vending, and the trade name actually is Snack and Dash. So it's a legit business. I have insurance and all type just in case. I don't know what kind of incident would happen with a vending machine, but just in case it will be insured, and actually a legit business.
Attorney, would it be any liability if they approve this?
Any liability?
We want to be held liable for anything.
Vending machines can malfunction as far as, I know of a case in Clanton area where Coke machine outside of a hotel like electrocuted and killed a guy. So, yeah, I would say if you're going to allow someone to put vending machines in the courthouse, which is fine, I don't think it's a bad idea, but certainly would need to carry some type of liability insurance that would cover the county and or any, not only yourself, but the county from any type of litigation. And this need to see proof of that insurance that in fact it does that. Because
Before I even installed the vending machine, I was going probably like a week or two before I can provide you all the information. Because this just kind of happened. I have the information with liability insurance dealing with, I have multiple businesses up under this LLC I have. And that's basically, I can prevent that before I even install it to cover myself too.
Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. I just have a question. My question is the profitability. I'm around this courthouse every morning at 8 o'clock, as the elevator's going up and down. I don't see a lot of activity. And there's no eating in this room, and how many people are in here that would actually participate in it if everybody did? Would it be even profitable to place a vending machine? Have you looked at that?
Dealing with the location, I was preferring to have it at least upstairs in front of the elevator, at least on the, I think that you call the second floor. I guess I was wondering, can we put it in that area? That way it's a high traffic dealing with court and that type of different thing. Then having it in the basement where all the time people will come down here is doing restroom and doing a setting like this.
That's fair. You look at putting it on the first floor and people enter and go in and go out.
That's the more high traffic.
Here again.
Gentlemen, take some time to think about it.
Yeah, we'll make a decision at next meeting. What do you think about it?
I guess it's probably best to bring your insurance with you too at the next meeting. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, okay.
Scott coming?
East,
Okay, you want to wait on him?
because he had all the stuff.
Okay, I will get back with you. Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Christian, in Downs District 2. I came up here because I'm having problems out of the sheriff.
Sir, can you speak up a little bit so we can hear you?
I said I'm having problems out of the sheriff.
Okay.
First of all, the reason I can't talk because I'm cerebral palsy.
This one.
From an axe, from head with axe, cerebral palsy. So, problem that I have, I want to go to my class reunion. I was in my 50 years class reunion. I didn't go because I wanted to talk to the sheriff. And the first thing the sheriff said when I first walked in the office, "Oh, you seem like you should be at that mental place across the street over there." It's the sheriff saying this stuff. And I went back to check up on my paperwork. The sheriff told me, he said, "Look, I don't have equipment to do this paperwork." I said, "Okay." I let him know a 12-year-old could have did the paperwork that I wanted him to do. And I went back to see him a third time. This man assaulted me in the office. And the guy drove it, he was right there. He should have wrote a report. You know, I quit a 6-figure
Yeah, that's
job
what I would think.
to come down here if I can get out of, people speaking on me and stuff like that. Hell, I can't even go to McDonald's. I can't even go to McDonald's, without everybody, they making me wait, 20 minutes for my food. And when I get my food, he called, everybody pick on me because I'm handicapped. And I wanted the sheriff, to clear these things up, but he made things worse. That's not a position for him to hold. I think as of today, he should be gone. I talked with Reese. Well, no, I haven't talked with Reese. I called Reese's office. Reese never returned my call. I've been trying to get in touch with him for 2 months. He never returned my call. I called it, AG? AG when haven't returned my call. I might have a thing set up with the governor. Anyway, he told me to call the governor. The sheriff told me to call the governor.
Before you define conflict, to let you know that he done retired, so that issue there probably solved itself.
Oh, he don't retire
Yeah,
yet?
he don't retire, so.
Okay,
So
that's why he retired.
Yeah, that issue there probably
That's why
solved
he
itself,
retired.
so you probably can find comfort in that, knowing that, he had retired. Find comfort in that he have retired, and I'm sorry that you went through what you went through, and, just find comfort that he have retired.
Yeah, but that's why he retired.
Yes,
But I'm still gonna pursue my thing. Well, Grover, he shouldn't be in charge. He just as bad as part as he is.
Yes, sir.
He should be gone too.
Yes, sir. 3 minutes. And we thank you for letting us know about it and getting us aware of it, and our prayers and, everything go out to you with the situation that you've been going through.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Christian.
You with Pike Regional? I don't know if we want to entertain them here, because what we have a proclamation, and we have, just want to wait. Yeah, because I'm sure you all probably have somewhere to be, huh?
It's
Yeah.
up to y'all, whatever y'all want to do.
Okay, this Pike Regional, we do that proclamation for the child. What you sign, commission, I think you're the only one who had to sign.
We're gonna talk.
Stand up here. Hello everyone, my name is Connor O'Rourke. I work at the Pike Regional Child Advocacy Center in Troy, Alabama. We came today to accept the proclamation, and it means a lot to us just because we work with children and families who've experienced all types of abuse, whether it be physical, sexual, emotional, or neglect. And all of our services are completely free to our clients, so we don't charge a penny. So stuff like this really means a lot to us, and then, we thank you all very much for this as well. April is Child Abuse Awareness Month, so we have tons of different opportunities and events going on. The pinwheels outside of this building is something that we put on, and so we were excited to see the pinwheels when we pulled up today. Our intern Genevieve was really excited taking pictures of them. But we wanted to thank y'all once again for having us here today. If y'all need any more information about us, we have a website. So, thank you.
I appreciate the fact that we got the proclamation signed here with all the commissioners. And we have you a $1,000 check.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for what y'all do.
Thank you.
Chairman,
Yes, sir.
before they go with the proclamation and the check and everything, I think child advocacy, do you have a report with the local newspaper to tell the story here about what you do, everything in the community? Have you placed anything in our local Union Springs Herald?
I'm not sure. Kaylee Green would be the one who would probably know more about that. She's getting ready for a surgery soon, so she sent us today, but I can check with her.
I don't see the press here, but I mean, that's a story worth telling about child advocacy and what all you do to serve Bullock County and our support of your organization.
Want to take a picture?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be fine. They want to take a picture. Thank you. Brother Scott.
Yes, sir. Good morning, commissioners. I wanted to get a chance to come out just give you a update on everything dealing with your American Rescue Plan as we close out everything. They added some additional requirements for closeout that the new administration did. So we went through training. So we're going through everything on that. You did everything up to this point, and we continue to see throughout the process of us finishing that everything's been above board, met all guidelines. Some counties in other states, I'm not sure about Alabama, but other states and other municipalities have had to pay back millions of dollars because they either didn't have documentation or either they didn't, went through the process that we went through with y'all. So I want to just say that y'all are above board as you talk to other commissioners. Y'all don't have any problem. We won't have nothing. Either we'll go through audits and different things of that nature. And once we finish everything, we're gonna wrap it up in a nice pretty little bow with everything relating to every expenditures. One thing I did want to give you too is that we will be, we actually reissuing you, we did for you before, ID badges, ID badges, so that as you go to county commission meetings, here you go. As you go to county commission meetings, as you interact in the community. This sheet right here just actually shows that we do a few counties, which we're looking to expand on that later on this year with some additional counties being added. But this shows municipality, but it still refers to the same thing as it relates to the county. And so each county commissioner has an ID badge from last time, but this time we're doing a little different. Each commissioner will have a individual profile, where if you tap your badge, it'll have your personal information, not the county information. It'll have county information, but it'll be if you're out in the community, you want to share your information with the citizens, or either your social media page or whatever it may be, you're going to be able to share that. Also, it's going to be, we're working with the state to try to see can we get this as a secondary form of identification for elected officials. So let's say if you're traveling and they don't know you're a commissioner, you don't have any kind of ID, you're going to be able to show your driver's license and this badge to show that you're an official, elected official, and what your title is. And that way, it may be an emergency you need to get back. It may be something going on that you need to get back to have an emergency meeting during disasters. We found during disasters, a lot of elected officials couldn't get through roadblocks because you didn't have an identification saying that you were that elected official. You had a driver's license, and a lot of times what they had to do, they had to call the sheriff in your area or a police chief or something to verify who you are. So what we're looking at doing is trying to go through the process is that this becomes a secondary form of identification. Right now, we currently have about 350 elected officials that we do ID badges for, and that number is steadily growing, municipalities, counties, cities, and then it has a digital profile, so also it can highlight things in your district, either historical sites or tourism attractions. So when you go to conferences, when you're talking to potential investors that want to do development, you can say, hey, here's our economic development sites. and then you can be promoting it. And then also, we take time to make sure that the picture, meets your requirements. I look at with Commissioner Larkin, we had to go over a couple times the picture because, and that's what we do, is that we want to make sure that everybody else is perfect, but we had to change some things on the picture, how he wanted, and then when we got it right, he was satisfied, but that's what we did, because we want, when you wear it, it's a badge of honor. So that's one thing that, like I said, that will be included, that we will be getting that out to you. And then we did hear that Commissioner Adams won't be, seeking re-election. So it's been a pleasure working with you in your time, with our time working with you, and we look forward to working with you in other capacities in the community since you're a business owner. Next thing, here go Ms. Thomas. We went through. Those ones. Yeah. So we actually went through and looked at what the different amounts were that we had left in the categories, and we wanted to give you so that we can finish this up. The deadline to actually finish everything is December 31st, 2026 of this year. But we wanted to make sure that we are ahead of the curve and get everything closed out, and then also put you in a position as you move forward. But I will say, and for the record, for citizens know, that this commission has aggressively went. Let me get another copy of that one. That was a bit different. Yeah. All right. Perfect. That this commission is actually one about looking at ways to do more impact in the area. We're going to also do a summary that has everything that y'all did. Y'all did community events. You supported nonprofits. You supported your tax. What was tax assessor? You supported her. You supported other organizations. You tried to help municipalities in the area where y'all designated some money initially, and then we was able to reappropriate it. Y'all did paving. So y'all did so many things that are good, and I want to make sure that we can highlight that and put it in the newspaper. What did y'all do? So if you actually look at the sheet, it has, for number one, that talks about where each commissioner we had a certain amount of money that you could do things within the district. So you was able to spend, it was about $1,000, about $1,500 per commissioner, and you was able to use that during the time period to do an event or different things of that nature. So we dispersed that. Also, we actually did some assessment with Simple Grants, so we looked at grant funding. Grants changed a lot last year because different things changed, different policies changed, and I think we all know that, if grant money was not in surplus like it normally was, but we're still using what we have from that to look at additional funding resources that may be available to keep helping the county grow. The next thing is we had funding that's actually in if you look at number 3, just talking about project development. So we looked at some different projects. We tried to look at some things. Like I said, again, last year was just a slow year for grants. We're still exploring some avenues of opportunity. We're also looking at county newsletters, some surveys, and also I think y'all might have got an appropriation in or something this year, but what we want to do is help you put in a stronger one going into the end of the year. We've actually got funded $1 million in appropriation for Pennington. We put in this past cycle, we put in about $12 million in appropriations. And we work hand in hand with Figure's office and with Sewell's office in other areas. And then also it can support projects that may be going on within the county too. Next thing, we have $11,042 that's available for HVAC services. It can be for either general maintenance on your HVAC systems, either one location, or it could be for the service all your county buildings. If you want to just do service before it gets hot, you can use it for that. We have $60,000 available for Cornerstone Volunteer Fire Department. I work with Commissioner Marlowe. He's gotten that letter in showing that the organization is a nonprofit that meets all our requirements on that, so we can look at dispersing that so they can get started on the fire department. And we'll work along with him to see can we find them any other funds to help with that building. Next thing is that, like I said, number 2, phase 1, those fees have already been dispersed to our company as far as when we started doing auditing of every sub-recipient agreement, all the invoices, looking at every expenditure, and we've been a pleasure working with the administrative office. Also, we have $12,500 left for the assessor's office for scanning services. And then we have $45,689.22 that's left on Commissioner Larkin's area that needs to be drawn down to the And then, we just have additional, contingency budget of that $4,596. But the total we had left is $198,828.12. And once we spend that out, everything will be closed out, we'll meet our requirements, and we'll be completed. And then we'll issue a letter just stating that everything was done correctly. And then we'll work with Patrick and the public examiner to answer any question they may have. So other than that, everything has been, y'all have been on point. So there's one less headache you have to deal with now. We may not never get no money like this again. I'm just telling you, there's no extra money out there like this, but, we're looking at other resources to help the county. Yeah. And then we'll get with, Commissioner Larkin and with Jason to just take pictures of the paved roads that y'all did. We just wanna have pictures of everything that y'all did, and we're gonna put that in a package that each commissioner get of what you did with your funds. Yes, sir. Entertain any questions?
Gentlemen?
All right. Thank you so much. And, Mr. Marlon, whenever you get a chance, if we can coordinate something with Ms. Thomas, so we can come over when you get with the fire department, and we'll just see what we can do to help you. We just built we oversaw the project development of an EMS facility in Clayton. The estimated cost was $600,000. We've been able to get it where it's gonna finish at about $280,000. $300,000 at the most, so we was able to get it under budget, and we used a lot of contractors, and your fire chief here actually was tremendous and connected us with a lot of resources. So thank y'all.
So, Mr. Scott.
Yes, sir.
We put you in place to help us get some grants, and we got some work we need to do to this courthouse.
Yes, sir.
We need an elevator. We need a brand new elevator because we got citizens being hung up in that elevator, and that's not safe, and it's not good for the citizens as well as the employees. And we got window panes and stuff that's falling out and stuff like that. It's anything you can do to help us get some funding of grants or anything, historical grants or anything like that, help us with this situation.
Yes, sir. If you want that to be our goal, we can work with historical preservation, because it's a historical building, to see what's available through that. Then we can look at what may be available, since this is a tourism hub. We may be able to get some money for tourism, and then we can do a few other things. But I'll be glad to work on that. Like I said, if y'all want to work on that, we'll be glad to look at that. And yes, sir. Get whatever we can be able to do. We can write it up. I know y'all got costs of what it may cost for certain things, but we'll be glad to do that. Yes, sir.
Say elevated windows.
Elevator.
Say elevated windows.
We need windows fixed, we need a new elevator, we need HVAC system, we need a lot, paint the building.
Paint the building, okay, so everything, renovation of everything.
So basic renovation.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's if they want it, and that's just me, I'm not.
No, we definitely need it, and, the $65,000, that's what it'll go towards helping getting it done, right?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. It'll go
So
toward-
basically, we need to put this to work
Yes, sir.
before it ends for December.
For December
Yeah,
30th.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to make sure we put this $65,000 to work.
Yes, sir.
As of now, something need to come forward. And I love for it to come forward, like Chairman Ellis said, with the elevator or something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we need to get something done.
So what we can look at is, cause you also see in here, we have in there about doing a county newsletter. And this will be something that we did from Lowndes County Commission, that we gonna have a template for y'all. That'll be an opportunity to send information out in the community, that'll be from the commission, that things y'all may wanna get out, educate the public about, educate the citizens. We can do that. Also, we have a community survey that we're gonna be able to do. Just kinda get feedback of what citizens want in the county, so y'all can know, and then that'll kinda, even though y'all know, but we'll have documentation with it, and then we can go with that. But we can look at what we need to do on it. And then worst case scenario, if we're not able to get some things together like we want, we can always, use these funds towards supporting, like some of the pads of maintenance or something like that that need to be done. So either way, everything is gonna be spent way ahead of time. Yes, sir.
I would add security, upgrading our security system in and outside of this courthouse and stuff.
Yes, sir.
If that's okay with the commission, stuff like that. And Commissioner Larkin, that 11,000, so if we're gonna take action on completing the water building, that still go toward that HVAC.
HVAC system, yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
that can still allocate to
Well, we
that.
need to, we definitely can get one system done down there with that. We got two systems there. There's a possibility that we could get one done down there.
Okay. Okay, so that, like I said, that'll be fine. And then, y'all got more questions, anything? I just,
Chairman,
Yes.
you mentioned the newsletter.
yes, sir.
We have a web page, but the web page doesn't show, we need someone to manage that web page, get that web page that we have, to provide information about the county, you know, it's set up as a web page, but no one's managing it, nothing's, taking shape on it. You look at it, you just see the dynamics of the city, but our ongoing stuff like a newsletter would present, we could get that web page working, and then that serves as like a newsletter and everything else, and everyone could see it over that web page.
Is it
It's a
BullockCountyCommission.com? I mean, what is the website? What is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But we'll get to see who's the administrator over there. Is it,
Dave Paget,
oh,
David
David
Paget,
Paget?
BCDA director.
Okay, so,
He set it up, but no one's really managing to put anything on it. It's just been set up and it's been just idle, you know, since it's been set up for years. It's just sitting there.
so we.
No
we can look at
information
what-
on it.
We can look at what we can do to help with that, and, we'll be glad to follow up with that and see just what we do. And like I was saying, if it's the other thing too I want to say, and then I'll make sure I get out the way for other people may have to present, is that, one thing is too, is that we've tried to make sure as a consultant, as a vendor, we try to give back. You know, like if y'all have commissioners that have an event, we try to volunteer, we try to donate. And I just ask that as y'all working with other vendors, you know, other vendors can do the same thing. You know, when you're doing all this community stuff, they can support things. And we want to support things. Vendors just ask us. But anywhere we can help on anything, volunteering time, donating food, we don't mind doing it because we part of the thing.
Celebrate too.
I got an event next month.
Okay, well, we'll be glad to support, because I know every year we do, Mr. Tom, we do fishing. This y'all plan on trying to come when y'all do fishing.
Well, we got the fishing derby coming up, and we most definitely looking for someone to help us purchase reeling rods. We usually give away 100 reeling rods to the kids,
Okay,
and we've been kind of slow this year.
okay,
So any way possible that, you know, that you can look throughout your company and
yes, sir.
find some funds to help with reeling rods for the kids here in Bullock County, because it's a wonderful event. We put 1,000 pounds of catfish in there, and the kids really enjoy it.
Okay.
And we,
We can look at doing that,
When
then
is it?
just let, if both of y'all.
13.
Yeah.
June 13th?
Yes.
Is it gonna be where I went to, the one with
Be
the elderly?
the
for
same-
me to be
the
for
same
kids
place.
instead? Okay.
So y'all just let the summer know what y'all need, and then we doing a partner with, potentially a hardware store. So I may be able to get with them, they may be able to donate something. So, you know, whatever you need, we try to help everybody, and just let them
Okay,
know.
so. Is that everything?
Mine May the 8th.
I already got yours on the calendar.
Mr. Gower, do you got something?
I
He
mentioned
just
to Ms.
gave-
Thomas, you know, we're gonna be celebrating the 250th year, the anniversary of the United States, and we hadn't planned a program yet from the county standpoint of the city, but should we get something going, we may need some support. Ms.
wrote it
Thomas will
down.
be
You gave it
checking
to me
in
for July
with us.
4th.
I just shared that with her.
Yes, sir, we'll do whatever we can. So, but thank y'all for the time, anyway, we build assistance, and I love that program that y'all have going on too. Anything dealing with the kids. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Commissioners, back to that, celebration, we already put in for the 2,500 grant, and me and Mayor Smith been talking about, whenever we get it, we're gonna try to partner, but we might need some assistance to go along with that, so, but we just waiting on the funds, right?
Let Ms. Thomas know what is coming if we need it.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Celebration of the, United States, you know, we applied for a grant and talked to Mayor Smith, he applied for the grant for the city, so we just waiting on that to come through. And, my plan is, once we get that, we're planning, if we need some more, I was going, but that's another avenue, but I was also.
Yes, sir.
Actually, Commissioner asked the development authority if we need a little more funds to help promote that celebration. So that's in the works, so we're just waiting. All right, we'll get this all on the report. Suzanne, did you have a report? What questions? How's everything going? You know, we got an upcoming election, and you having any problem, you know, with getting the mail out to the relocation of the new post?
Yeah, the mail outs went out and we have, it's not bad in terms return, as far as the, houses being vacant or, no longer at that address. No, everything's, we're getting a lot of new applications in.
Okay,
So, right now, smooth,
okay, that's good.
May 19th,
Showdown.
won't be long, he'll be here
But
free
if you, come on up, Ms. Johnson. Putting you on the spot.
You are.
But you can handle it. I know you're soldier, you can handle it. And what I want you to do, this gonna be aired, just, tell them about the changing of the voting back to the, rec center, community center, so they can hear it.
Well, we went from Bullock County Career Center to now we're at Union Springs Community Center. And the community center's on March Street. So just, when you're out and about as you are, is just let citizens know, because just because we sent out 7,000 cards doesn't mean, or not 7,000, 2,000 cards doesn't, that people look at those and they don't really read them and they chuck them in the
Trash.
garbage. So yes, just remind people for your district, your precinct.
That's what I want you to be aired. Any other questions from Ms.
You
Johnson?
just might add that that's where the city elections were held last time. The municipal elections are those in the city of Union Springs, that they go where they voted in the city elections, just to make it kind of clear to them.
We had a few, we've had just a few, like 2 people that were a little upset because we bounce back and forth in terms of where they vote. And I know one of them was in Johnny's and Johnny handled it. I think she was happy. So. Anything else?
Anything else, gentlemen? Thank you. Carl?
Basically, what I'm here for this morning, I'm trying to see about getting permission to dispose of the vans. We applied for a request to do disposal of the vans, and Alabama Department of Transportation gave us the approval. So I'm trying to see if we can get permission from you guys to get the disposal of the vans.
Thanks for putting them on gov deals.
You press my voice, Chairman, I didn't hear that.
She wanna put the van on gov deals.
Okay.
We got approval from the state, so now we just need to get approval here.
Okay.
And for Jason, he normally handles putting stuff on gov deals. And what we're trying to do is get rid of that off inventory, get rid of them. And also, they want us to start looking into getting rid of those vans on a 5-year basis if we can. And right now, we got 2 brand new vans. We up to par, the oldest one still in real good shape, but we're gonna soon apply for a new one. So that would be a backup that we can wean off all the old stuff, and that'll help us on maintenance and everything. So, she's doing a good job of managing the departments, getting things caught up and everything, so. Anything?
Chairman?
Yes, sir.
Will this be both vehicles that are listed here? You just have one title, but both of these vehicles?
Okay, with that being said, we have permission to dispose of both vehicles. But at the time, we have to apply for the other title because they said during their transitioning to different locations that they possibly had misplaced the other title. But also, as I was looking at it, I think it would be more beneficial that we give permission. We have the okay to do both vans, but we do one van at a time because each time you get ready to dispose of a vehicle, you have to turn another one in. So we get rid of the one that's not working at the time, and then when we get ready to apply for the new one, that way we have another one to give an account, and we still have functional and working things.
That's understood. I just want to know how the motion should go when we make the motion to dispose of this. So we're disposing of the 2011 Ford van, the one that's on the front. This is the one we're going to get rid of.
Yes, that'll be the first one we'll dispose of.
Okay.
Placing it on the agenda for today. You gotta
That's
move
okay.
it.
That's what, yeah, so
Okay.
that's the one we'll be taking up today, 2011.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Cooper.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, I have not done my due diligence in going to trainings for, county government. I've been working, I think I've been doing pretty good. But I said all that to say, 2 weeks ago, both of our solid waste trucks were down. And they were down for the whole week. So, that we had some understandable customers and then some that were not understandable because they felt like we weren't having a truck service. But they were serviced, it was just normal wear and tear. One was a water pump, one of them, there was something with the transmission. But again, I said all that to say, August will be 3 years. And so I think 4 years. It was August of 22.
22.
Yeah, so it'd be 4 years, and I think that it's possibly time to look at purchasing a truck. I'm not sure where the funding would come from, and that's another thing. That's why I said I didn't do my due diligence in, for county government or government funding. But going forward, I'm going to make sure I'm on top of it, and I just wanted to see, check with the commission and see how could we possibly move forward. I already reached out to Ingram Equipment Company to get a quote, and he did say it would take a couple of days, but hopefully he can get some back to me by the end of the week. I know the larger truck that we have, even though I wasn't in the spot yet, I think the price was like right at 200,000 or a little over 200,000, and then the smaller one it was 180,000. I'm sure the price has gone up.
You talking about replacing both of them or just one of them?
No, just purchasing an additional.
Additional,
Yes, sir.
keeping those two in
Yes.
inventory, I got you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, because the work that we got done, most of it was still under warranty. So
That's something we might need to look into, possibly upgrading, like on every phone. Most people, before they get that warranty go off, they rotate them.
got
That's something we might need to start looking like Jason, rotate those big trucks, cut down on maintenance.
Yeah.
Because when we was in solid waste before, we ran the trucks and they just run down. It just cost us a lot of maintenance. But we have a better system now, and that's something we can look into. And maybe, I don't know if there are any grants, but we might have to look into borrow some money to buy another truck and give her opportunity to buy some trucks and then turn those over on good deal while you can get some out of them. It helps go back on that long.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, you're saying purchase one, I mean, through financing, I'm sure, I mean, the same route that Jason takes with a community banking truck or Bank 47, I mean, sure, you can travel that same avenue and get some funding, because you're just looking for one vehicle.
Yes.
One vehicle. I don't think that would be a problem. We can entertain looking into it. Commission approves moving forward just to see. We can try to secure a loan through the local bank. Like I said, we do have some money in our little reserve too. So we
That's
still have
the next question.
Right.
Yeah.
What amount that you have in the reserve? And
Well,
that was the point of getting the reserve.
Right, we got about 30, we got about 35 to 40 in there now.
After purchasing the cans.
Yeah, after those
about
cans,
30,
right.
35.
You wanna keep that, but if you keep them trucks when that warranty go off, them trucks go in the shop,
That's
like
your
high
No,
hill,
no,
very high hill.
the warranties on them trucks, when do they go out? Or do you know?
Oh, I can answer that. I talked with the guy, I think it was Joel, who got us the truck. He said those warranties expired, basically within 2 years. So he was looking, I talked with him, I think about a couple of weeks ago, and he was looking, see can he find us a new.
Extended.
Yeah, exactly.
So before the warranties went out, now here on out, before the warranties go out on the vehicle.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we get extended
Everything.
warranties. Because, it's just a slap in the face for us not doing that.
Right.
Cause they need to send the warranties on them, so whatever, I know, you said some of it was on the warranty.
Yes, sir, like the transmission work that he did and the water pump, it was under warranty, but one of the trucks had a brake line that
Yeah,
was something,
brake
so that wasn't covered.
Right.
Yeah. guy had to come from, Four-Star Freightliner to fix it.
I got you, I got you.
He just did it where it was able to be driven.
Make that
Yeah,
day,
yes,
make
sir.
that day,
Yes,
I
sir.
got you, okay.
Yes,
It's
sir.
temporary.
Hey,
Yes.
Commissioners,
Yes,
we
sir.
had this conversation when we purchased these trucks. We were not gonna let them get out of warranty. We're not gonna do this repair when we purchased these trucks. That was the agreement. Now, what I'm hearing, they're out of warranty, and now we're talking about buying trucks again. We said we never do this before. We had this conversation when they came on board, if you all remember. Before they run out of warranty, we gonna transfer and get new trucks and rotate them over. That was the conversation we had with the salesman when we brought them in. I was there when we bought them. We're gonna get rid of them and not get to this, because repair of these trucks is more costly than keeping them. So we gotta think about this, whether we wanna keep these trucks, get new trucks, because going to the shops is just ridiculous now, you know. And that's the conversation we had. But look like we missed that opportunity of getting rid of them while it was under warranty and rotating them out. We had
They're not
this
all the way out of warranty, Commissioner McCall.
But I mean,
Yeah,
well,
I get what you're
anyway, we were gonna keep
Yeah,
them.
that wasn't here.
We were gonna keep them a couple of years and then get rid of them and keep new trucks at all times. We never get into this situation. Now, we're in a situation we gotta really think about now with trucks and buying
It's
trucks.
not dire.
We're in a situation where, we got to make a decision. We got to make a decision if we're gonna trade the trucks in and get new trucks and just pay the difference. And then start from there.
Sounds
I mean,
good.
that's the situation that we're in, but we just got to solve it. I mean, we in it, we got to solve it, and that's our job.
I like
too.
that idea of trading them in, you know, not
Trade
trading
them
them
in.
and get rid of them. Don't keep something we gotta fix.
And if we can get rid of them, if we can, I would love for us to get 3 trucks. Like I said, both of them went down and we didn't have a backup at all. Or trading one in and keeping one for a backup, something like that. But that's something we need to have a
Yes.
work session on and
on
discuss how the funding.
How to fund it and all that.
Again, I just brought it before it got to that point. So,
I thank you for doing
Thank
that.
you.
And, Patrick, would you please check on trying to, what we need to do about financing one?
Yeah.
Through
Do bank
the same
47?
way.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I can check on it.
Yeah, check on that, and then we'll have all that to bring to the table.
Yeah,
I
and
got
check on
We
the trade
definitely
in.
need it. We need our trash service to continue to go.
Oh, yeah,
And we don't need
definitely.
the trucks to be tearing up.
Rob, you
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
This Thursday at 6 o'clock at Union Springs Fire Department, we'll be hosting our, biannual meeting of the Bullock County Fire Chiefs Association. I'd like for all the commissioners, if they could, to attend and ask questions of these 7 fire departments, Are they fully staffed? Do they have the equipment? Is the equipment in good working order? Are they responding to all of their calls? Are they turning down any calls? Are they seeking any grants? Are they doing all the reports that are required for these grants? So, I know y'all do not govern these fire departments, but you do govern that money they get every month. So some are pulling their weight, some are not pulling their weight, but they're benefiting just like the rest of us. So if y'all could, please attend 6 o'clock this Thursday and bring your notebook with you and ask all the questions you would like, because it's in the best interest of y'all being elected officials to do what's best for our citizens throughout the county. Please come if you can. We'll give you every opportunity and all the time you want to ask as many questions as you want. And see if we can't get some of these departments on the right track and get them back where they need, because our citizens deserve fire protection. Please come if you can. Thank you all.
Where's the meeting?
Sure.
Where's the meeting here? That's all.
Union Springs Fire Station.
Okay.
What's the name of the, excuse me, what's the name of the organization? The
Bullock County Fire Chiefs Association.
Bullock County Fire Chiefs Association.
Who's
Do you have a bylaws of that association, anything?
Sir?
Is there any bylaws or govern the association?
That's correct.
Who's over all these fire departments? I mean, you got to have a head, somebody that's over, I know you got a chief for each one of them, but who's over all?
The president of the association It's not over them. The association, which comprises of all members of all 7 departments, as a president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. But we all try to get together and all try to help one another. But, you know, it's like those saying, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him
You ain't
drink.
got, I mean, you ain't got that many chiefs. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got that many chiefs, so who's the head chief? Who's the head, somebody that's over all the departments? That's what I'm asking.
There's not one person that's.
It's not one person.
Can govern all, the way the association was established years ago and the way most of them are, the association today is there to help. But now some counties, when they did this tobacco tax and when they did other ad valorem tax or whatever, all that money went through the association and the association handed it out. Those associations have control over the other fire departments, but the way it was written here, it goes to the county issues out to each individual fire department, so we have no control. But, like I said in the previous meeting, I just said earlier, y'all do have some control over them.
Well,
not in governing, but to maybe urge them back on track.
I don't know if they off track. That's what I'm getting at. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know if they off track.
What? All you gotta do is ask the question.
Well, what I'm saying, I don't know if they off track. That's what I'm saying. Who's over? The person that's over them can tell me, say, hey, we off track. Hey, all these departments off track. Now you coming with it and telling us they off track, so are you over it?
Well, no.
So that's what I'm gonna lay it out there now for somebody gotta tell me who's
When
over.
I have to go to another fire department's fire to fight their fire because they failed to fight that fire, they failed to show up at that fire.
That's right.
They're off track. When another fire department has to go do that, and another fire department has to go do that, that's the problem.
All right, now, I'm not gonna be at a meeting pointing fingers at a fire department. I'm not gonna do that. I want you to stand up in that meeting and state your concern about all of the fire departments that you say is what they're doing. Once you state your concern, that's when I question about your concern. But I'm not just gonna stand up and just say, hey, you just taking it on face value. I'm not gonna take it on face value.
When I
wanna make sure.
I asked y'all to come and ask your questions. It wasn't anything directed toward any fire. When you stand up at my meeting Thursday night, you ask me questions you want me to answer. You ask me and ask all the rest of the 6, how's your fire department doing? What do you need? What can we help you with? What don't you have? What's the problem? If you got any problems or whatever.
Well,
it's gonna be addressed, believe me.
well, we can ask that question, but the first thing they're gonna say, well, we're running good. We're running good. You see what I'm getting at? They're gonna say, we're running good. We're running top-notch shit. But yet and still, you saying they're not going out helping you. You see what I'm getting at? Each department we ask, they're gonna say, hey, man, we're running top-notch shit. We doing this, we doing that.
Well, they shot one fire department down, so if the others is doing the same thing that one got shut down, they should be shut down too. So the same people that shut Cornerstone Volunteer Fire Department down should take action and do the same thing. If you got the same problem, that's just simple. And let me talk. And the money, take that money and support the ones that is active and make them stronger. They just have to cover the whole county.
Well, see, there you go again. You're shutting one department down, like we did Cornerstone, and I think Commissioner Marlowe knows exactly why it was shut down. Now, he's trying to build it back up the right way. But the thing about it is, you take Union Springs. I got more to cover than anybody else in this county. I got probably just as much as the other 6 departments have to cover. All right, so you're gonna stretch my manpower out because Blue Hole Fire Department, we shut them down. They wasn't doing what they're supposed to do. Now I gotta cover Union Springs, then I gotta cover Blue Hole. That's not fair. These people in these communities, like I was telling y'all are part of the communities. People in the communities need to step up, hold their fire departments accountable. All I was looking is for a little help from our elected officials. But that's something y'all can't do, that's fine. But some of these departments are covering some of y'all's residents.
And that's why I said take that money and support the ones that's stronger so they can be able to do more. Because we're in the rural, and the rural is dying.
We
And,
can't,
and you do a wonderful job,
we can't do more.
you know.
It's as simple as that. We can't do more. We cannot go out and protect the whole county. We cannot do that. Every department is suffering from manpower. Some people are stepping up, some people are stepping down. But all I was asking is for a little help from our elected officials to see maybe if it would flip a switch and get some of these departments, or get somebody interested in helping these departments. I'm not up here bad mouthing departments, we're all struggling, but some departments could do more than what they're doing. How's my house gonna catch on fire and you got 8 men on your roster, can't nobody show up, put my house out?
Chairman,
Okay.
we're not saying, this commissioner body here is not saying that we're not gonna say something or help help you all. This commissioner body doing everything they can to help. And we're not gonna address a situation that we're not aware of the situation. So once you bring that to the light, then this commissioner body will stand up and say whatever they got to say about the funds or whatever, removing the funds or whatever we need to do. But until then, until these people agree they are not coming out to the job, they ain't got help and this and that. That's the only way we can do it. So we're not saying, don't put that out that this commissioner body, I don't want that out in the street nowhere, because this commissioner body have done their part. They have done their part, and they will continue to do their
Dishing
part.
out that money every single month, and we all appreciate that, but some of it's going to use and some of it's not going to use. And people, hey, y'all in office for a reason. You didn't vote yourself in office. People out there in the county put y'all in office. So they must have some respect for you, think you can do a good job. I'm asking for you to be there. I don't mind standing up. If I have to go out there and fight somebody else's fires, you talk on good and well, I don't mind standing up in the meeting and calling them out on it. Because it's getting out of hand and you're issuing out money that could be used elsewhere.
That's my point. If they're not doing that, take that money and put it where active one could be stronger. Even though they have to cover a little more ground, cause, like I say.
Well, that's like me telling you to be chairman over Macon and Bullock and Barber and all. It's just so much a fire department. You gotta remember, this is volunteer fire.
It's volunteer. It's volunteer.
You can't force a man to go do it. If it's not in here, he's not gonna do it.
Right.
But the thing about it is, don't pay him to do it if he's not gonna.
Cut the funding, just cut the funding. And
But
unfortunately, that community have to suffer, and it ain't your fault. Can't make them do it, so. But, Mr. Gallagher had a question.
No, I just want to make a comment here as well too, because I'm the vice president and board of directors for Smile Volunteer Fire Department, as well as a firefighter. And just as Rob's alluding to right now, I think we've got probably 10, 11 people on the roster, and right now, there's 2 of us available to respond to day fires. I'm one of them.
Take them off the roster. If they ain't doing it, you take them.
Well, because they're working, you guys have full-time jobs as well too, so just like Rob said, we are volunteers, okay?
Yeah.
We kind of have a few of us say, hey, we're kind of the day crew, and other guys say we're kind of the night crew, but the reality is, we got guys that work regular jobs, some aren't even in this county, okay? So they're not available during the day, so that's how we work it with the Smyrna Fire Department as well too. And I can tell you the tobacco tax, definitely appreciate it, but that's enough to pay the light bill. It really is. come to your meeting, let me hear what your struggles are, you know, because maybe there's something you might be able to help with. It's not that Bullock County Commission's not helping, it's just maybe there's something else that you can help with that our fire department's struggling. If nothing else, get the word and say, we need people, we need people. Right there.
Now, Chairman, the main thing is dedicated people volunteering. Like I said, the rural is, the population is dying out and this younger generation just ain't volunteering and stuff like that. So I give kudos to the ones that are dedicated to it. And like I said, Rob, you do a wonderful job for not only the city, the county, what you do. I mean, I can't praise you enough for that, man. I just 2 thumbs up for you, but Commissioner Gallagher.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Rob. You brought a lot to our attention of what we heard from Colonel Gallagher. There needs to be some conversation about firefighting. At the Cartwright Fire Department, it's difficult. Everybody's down there over 70 years old. This county is shrinking in population, and they're plus 70 and trying to work and do different things. So we need to look at this total fire situation and how we're going to address it in Bullock County in a way that it'll work. So thanks for inviting us to the meeting. Let's go to the meeting and see what's happening. Let them tell us what kind of guys they got and what we need to do to revamp or do what we need to do. But we don't need to cut nothing back. We need to do all we can to keep people protected.
I'm not asking you to be confrontational at the meeting, just ask questions as a concerned citizen and as a commissioner. Our meetings don't get hostile. So, we appreciate your time if you do come, and I understand if you can't, but, it's just, it might open your eyes a little bit. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Rob. Call them.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Governor Ivey has proclaimed this week as being Extension Week. So all the way to the 18th, we will be doing several things in order to promote exactly what we do, which will include webinars, which are free for the public to join, as well as having an agent featured on Alabama Live at 11 o'clock this entire week. Now, I'm gonna ask you all, you can take one and pass it down. I'm gonna give that to you.
Thank you.
And I would love for you to put it on. I hate for you to mess your hair up. And let me take a quick picture.
Mr. Rogers.
And this is gonna go viral, so. This is gonna go viral. All right, gentlemen. Somebody got to stretch it pretty hard. All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you all so much for supporting us. And check us out. I know that a lot of you have already liked our Facebook page, but we'll be doing something every day, as I just stated. I also want to give you an impact report. This is very important for you to know exactly what our programs are doing and what type of impact we are making within the community. So I'm going to give this to you and pass it down. And it's very brief. I mean, it's about a 5-minute read just to show you our stats. And then lastly, we have another program that is going to be held at the senior citizen site. It's open for everyone. This one would be the raised bed and container to teach you about how to grow your own. We had a very good crowd that was out there yesterday, so we hope that you'll be able to join if you can, if you're in that area, and attend that on the 11th of May. All right, that's it for me. Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Did I have extras? I miscounted. Okay,
Yeah, they're
that's all right. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna give that back here. Thank you.
Thank you. Jason?
This is something that I recommend we purchase this additional mower, bushwhacker brand mower. Get it on the meeting. I mean, if it's agreeable, on the meeting today or in a couple of weeks, either way. But it kind of enables us to cut a little more. We've got a smaller tractor that we can hook this mower to and be able to cut some different areas out there. But the estimated price is on the bottom there. I circled it. So there's actually 2 quotes there, but the estimated price, we're just looking at one of those, is $19,999. $940.69. And that's probably maybe slightly less just due to some freight. That's just estimated freight on that. But that's just one batwing mower, and that's the cost of it there.
They done gone sky high.
I think when I first started, they were probably around 10 or
Yeah.
$12,000. But
Can't get one from the state.
that's a little for a little smaller tractor there, but it's still it's a 10-foot one-wheel mower. Like I said, that's we've got some money set aside for some equipment purchases, and use that to purchase this. Like I said, we can put on the meeting for today's agenda, get that approved. That's fine. If it needs to go 2 weeks from now, that's fine. It's still gonna take them a little bit of time, about a month or so to do it.
What gauge is the date? That's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure. I could probably look it up on the internet and find out.
Yeah, fine.
It's the standard what we're running now, and what most of the counties are running bushwhackers. Most of the state agencies are running bushwhackers. That is off the state purchasing contract.
They cheaper than the bush homes.
I did check in the bush. I checked in the bush hogs. They are built here in Alabama. Bush hogs are a good bit more expensive, but I did check in to bush hog, and they were built over there in Selma, and they were a good bit more expensive. I would have actually probably preferred to have bought them, but it's a big price difference.
John Deere, that's high, the other day. God, they up this high.
So we don't have to worry about tires because they fill with foam.
That's right. There's a couple upgrades on that.
I was looking at that.
What the state usually runs, what we usually run.
Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I'd be in favor of placing this on the agenda since it take time to build and grass is growing, and the engineers say we need it. I'd be in favor of placing it on the agenda for today.
Good with me.
That was all I had.
Which one you recommend, Jason?
It's the one I circled on there.
This T120.
Yeah, it's T120.
That's number 2.
Yeah, 17,000, and plus with the freight, it ends up being 19,000. The number at the bottom there, what I circled. But they're basically the same, very similar type.
Jason, what is this? Stroke control kit. What is that? Stroke
I think that's,
control kit.
I think that has to do with the cylinder letting down. I think it controls the screw.
How many?
Yeah, with the wheel.
Yeah.
That's all I have,
Chairman,
Yes,
I'd like to ask Jason, hang around, Jason. I'm gonna talk about this fueling system for Bullock County, and just get ready to take some action on, bring this around and interview with these people about this fueling system. We'll talk about this after the meeting.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you.
Something for the sheriff to come.
Someone sent Kim, Mr. Smith, Mr. Smith, the contracts. The funding is there, but it is a delay on it because of the war and the government, thing. But we're still on a good path. So once you read over the contracts, we're available to discuss.
You want to come up and explain to are y'all commissioners familiar with these two gentlemen here?
I know about the contract. I know he's with Crime Stop.
I'm Tony Garrett, I'm the executive director of Crime Stop 215 Stop. Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, everyone. Administrator Smith, I've sent you 2 contracts. One is for the funding that we received from Congressman Figures and Katie Britt. And what the contract pretty much entails was whether you want us to administer the grant, the funding for you, or and oversee as far as making sure that we're going by the guidelines. The second is a strategic infrastructure, economic development, and public safety funding initiative, which would basically be, we'll be on contract to find other funding for the sheriff's department and the county. So if you guys would just look over that, and if you want any discussion after, we'd be more than happy, and I'm here to ask any questions if you need to. But we did get approved, 2.1 million, if I'm not right, through Katie Brick and, Shamar
And that's, for a project that we wrote for the sheriff's office, which encompasses, vehicles, new uniforms, camera systems, you name it, whatever we need to make the sheriff's department look like a up-to-date sheriff's department.
That would be improving cars, building the jail.
No. No, sir, but we are in the process of looking for funding. We've actually brought, people to, look at the jail system. And matter of fact, we've, talked to the sheriff and gave him some solutions as far as possible solutions of what we can do.
No, Mr. Chairman, I'm just saying, the commission would have to approve these contracts, right?
Yes.
Before they sign. And, as our attorney, has he had an opportunity to look at these contracts to give us a recommendation?
I just sent the contracts this morning. Our attorney went over it, and I want to make sure that you guys got a polished, copy.
Thank you.
It's a marriage contract.
Just got it, yeah.
And, once you guys review, we'll be more than happy to discuss.
Yeah, I haven't seen them either.
Yeah, you just popped them up today. So I just forwarded it.
Basically, I'm here today just to tell you that, the funding is there, but due to the war and some of the issues that the federal government is going through, it is a delay. We're hoping for the funding to be released later on this summer. So whether we administer the funding for you or not, we would still advise you, hey, the funding has been released, it's there and available and ready for the projects that we've already written for.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, can we place this on our next agenda, give them the opportunity to look at the contracts and bring it back to our next, meeting, 2 weeks from today?
Next agenda.
Okay, let's place this on our next agenda then,
And
okay?
of course, next, agenda, we'll be more than happy to discuss in detail. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll forward this all, y'all.
Okay.
So all y'all can get a copy of it.
I ain't seen it.
No, this first time we all got it. He just got it.
Rob. You had a report.
Just sent it to
I
me.
need to see you after.
Okay.
All right, let's, y'all want to take a break or let's go on into our meeting?
Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, we don't have anything, let's go on into it.
All right, what we gotta add for today, Patrick?
What we have, now we wanted to also, move forward with the, E911 board appointment for, I guess, Rob Cameron. We wanted to add that to the agenda.
What was the other one?
It's on there.
That's an old letter.
Yeah, that's an old letter, yeah, because the reason is because I think what we did last time it was penned and we forgot to go ahead and move forward with, Rob. So we bring that same letter back to go move a motion for Rob, to continue to sit on that board. Cause I think Commissioner, McGowan asked to see that letter again, so I,
That's the wrong letter, though. It's August 2025.
I think that's when they sent it, we just haven't
yeah, we
done
just had,
anything with it.
right.
Well, it recommended Ms. Whittington.
Right, that's what I saw.
But I think we went with the new mayor.
Penn, went with Penn, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we already approved it.
Same
Approved. I think we approved Penn.
Yeah,
not
we didn't approve Rob, though, his reappointment, yeah.
Reappointment, Mr. Cameron, right?
Right.
Okay.
We'll move that to today to approve that.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have Javon Disposition Agent Department, Bushwhacker approval, E91 board appointments. As far as the OCAP building renovation quotes, I guess y'all guys just want to look at that and bring it back to the next meeting, because we didn't discuss that at all. We have Biggers and we have another quote there for the OCAP renovation quotes, the internal.
You need to go through discussion before we
Yeah.
make a final decision on
Let's
it.
put it on next.
But we need to go on and get it done.
Yeah.
And I think we need to put a timeline on
It does.
whoever we get
Yeah.
to do the job. We need a timeline on it.
Gotcha. I agree.
Because
Anything you need to add, Commissioner Larkin?
I don't have anything.
You have, Commissioner? You, Patrick?
No.
You, Attorney?
No.
You, Commissioner Barlow?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, then we're gonna go into our meeting.
For the County Commission agenda, regular meeting Tuesday, April 14, 2026.
Let's roll call.
Chairman Ellis Jr.,
Here.
Commissioner Larkins,
Present.
Commissioner Adams,
Present.
Commissioner McGowan,
Here.
Commissioner Marlowe Jr.,
Here.
Attorney Waters.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Commissioner, have you listen to prayer, please?
Yeah, let us stand. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we come humbly before you today, Father, and we thank you for all the blessings that you provide for us, Father. We thank you for providing this county that we all live in and watching over the citizens and helping keep everyone safe, Father. We ask that you be with us during this meeting today and help lead and guide these commissioners, that we all would make decisions that would be pleasing to you, Father. We ask these things in Christ's name. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Go down the line with the agenda today, and we'll get a roll call approved with the additions.
Consent agenda, van disposition, aging department, bushwhacker approval, county engineer, E911 board appointment. Those are the 3 items up for the agenda to today.
Commissioner Larkin? You want the roll call approved?
Yes.
Commissioner Adams?
Yes.
Mr. Gowan?
Yes.
Commissioner Marlowe?
Yes.
Motion approved. Motion to approve the agenda.
He's asking, yeah, guess he's asking to see the overall approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Larkin, you have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Adams, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Don't do the minutes.
No, now we just go on to the van disposition, and aging department.
I'll put the board. Okay, the board appointment for Rob Cameron, for the E911. Rob Cameron be replaced. I get a motion to approve.
I make a motion that we reappoint Rob Cameron, the fire chief, to be on the E911 board.
Second.
I got a motion by Commissioner Adams, second by Commissioner McGowan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We're gonna wait on the revitalized of that.
Okay, we need to go to the van disposition, aging department.
Yeah. Gentlemen, get a motion to approve to,
Dispose
put on gov bills for one of the vans from the agent department.
I make a motion that we authorize the sale of the 2011 Ford van on govdeals.com.
I have a motion by Commissioner Adams.
.gov, I think.
Second. There's a motion by Commissioner Adams, second by Commissioner Larkin, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Bushwhacker.
Bushwhack approval by our engineer. Gentlemen, heard the request from the engineer about the Bush Hall.
Chairman, I move that we purchase the Bushwhacker for $19,940.69 from Hall Manufacturing for the engineering department.
Okay, that's a motion by Commissioner McGowan. We have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Adams. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That's it. Motion to adjourn.
Move for adjournment, Chairman.
All right, motion by Commissioner McGowan. Second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Adams. All in favor?